Yo, what's up guys? I just got home, but I checked my phone and noticed one of my packages came. Guess what it is? And the mystery package is the M2 Mac Mini. It was actually supposed to arrive tomorrow because we had a big snowstorm yesterday and UPS told me that it would be delayed until tomorrow. But guess what? UPS pulled through and got me my M2 Mac Mini today. So I'm really happy about that. The UPS store actually closes in like 9 minutes, so we gotta get there fast before it closes. So I'll see you guys in there. Ooh. Oh my god, no way. Did they actually close early? Bro, what the? Oh my god, I'm so mad. Damn, they actually closed. No, my M2 Mac Mini. Ah. Well, that was an absolute failure, but it's okay. We'll go tomorrow. See you guys then. Alright, it's a new day, and we're gonna finally pick up the M2 Mac Mini 4 wheels this time before UPS closes. So, let's go. Oh man, the snow is actually so annoying. So a bunch of packages decided to show up today, but there we have it, the M2 Mac Mini. I'm so excited to open it, but I don't think I can vlog this while walking home, so I'll see you guys at home. See ya. Alright, I'm finally back in the studio and it's time to unbox the M2 Mac Mini. So this is actually like the first M2 Mac Mini I've ever owned, so it's gonna be pretty cool to unbox it. And I've actually only seen it a couple of times at like the Apple store, so I kind of forgot how it actually looks like. But let's get started. So we got a full tab. I really like how you don't need a knife to open Apple packaging at all, so that's good. Alright, so we got a little box inside. We gotta pull this out. Throw that aside. It's actually quite heavy. So this is the box you get. So let me see. Got that in the front, and then we got little plastic tabs. All right. Oh, these are huge compared to like the iPhone or AirPod boxes. I hope I'm recording. I'm recording, right? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm good. Okay. Moment of truth. Let's take this out. Let me see if I can try to angle this so you guys can see it. Ta-da! Oh, wow. That is actually really big. What the? That is a lot bigger than I expected. Well, actually, it's still pretty small for a PC, but like, damn. All that power in this. It's actually surprisingly light as well. I wonder if this could be like a portable setup if you like bring a power brick and then also like a portable monitor or something. That'd actually be pretty cool. But actually, you might as well just get a Mac at that point. But anyways, let's peel this. Ah, satisfying. And then we got the back one, which should be even more satisfying. Oh, damn, okay. Ooh, oh, it's not that rubbery, okay. And in the box, we also got some pamphlets, or they're apple stickers. Let me see how big they are. Oh, they're massive Apple stickers. Oh, that's awesome, okay. And then we got the power cord, which is actually pretty small. I'm glad there's no like external brick with it because that would be pretty annoying. But yeah. It doesn't power off USB-C, right? No, it does. It uses like the DC thingies over there. I'll show you later. All right, let's quickly take this out. Yeah. There we go. Everything unboxed. Alright, before I go set this Mac Mini up and before I give some first impressions, let's talk about some of the new features with the M2 Mac Mini. This isn't scripted, so got notes with me, but basically, as the name implies, the M2 has a slightly better CPU and GPU. So this one actually has 8 CPU cores, which is the same as the M1, but with 2 additional GPU cores for a total of 10. And as Apple claims, it's supposed to give 18% CPU improvements while getting around 25% GPU improvements at the same power, or 35% GPU improvement at max power. So this should be a pretty decent upgrade, although it's not like any significant leap because the whole architecture didn't like change or something like that. All right, let's talk about the back of the M2 Mac Mini. And what's new this year is that you're getting 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports instead of the Thunderbolt 3 ports on the old M1 Mac Mini. And what that supposedly allows you to do is to connect to up to 2 displays using both the Thunderbolt ports instead of being limited to only 1 Thunderbolt port and an HDMI output, just like on the old M1 Mac Mini. You're also getting new antennas in the MacBook itself, in the Mac Mini itself, with Wi-Fi 6E support, which means that you can connect to 6 GHz Wi-Fi, which is supposedly faster and more stable, provided that you do have a 6 GHz Wi-Fi router. And also this also supports Bluetooth 5.3, which supposedly has support for multi-device streaming, which is pretty cool, low power codecs, and also Bluetooth location identification. The best part about this Mac Mini though is none of its extra features, but actually the new price point, because in the US with the educational discount, you can get this thing for $499, or if you're in Canada, you can get this for $669, which is absolutely an incredible deal because, like, for example, in Canada at $669, like what you can get for that price is probably like a Pentium laptop or probably like some crappy i3 laptop. So like with the M2 power of the M2 in this for only such a low price, it's absolutely an incredible deal. And this is especially good because like if you're looking for an affordable family computer that everyone can use, this is definitely a top choice. Or like, you know, if you're like if you're a student on a budget and you want something that's powerful and enough to last you through your high school or even your university years, this is definitely an amazing option. And then if you're a student or a creator who wants to dive more deeply into heavier workloads, such as like advanced illustration or something like video editing, there's actually an upgraded model of the M2 Mac Mini that uses the M2 Pro chip. And at its base model of 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage space, it actually comes at only a price of $11.99 USD or $15.69 Canadian, which is still an absolutely good deal because with that chip, you're getting a 10-core CPU and a 16-core GPU. And combined with like the ProRes video encoders and like the neural engine and everything, this is honestly such a killer for like creative work because like if you're trying to build a PC at the same like specs, it definitely will not compete. So this is actually a really good deal. Oh yeah, and before I forgot to mention, as far as upgradability goes, you can actually spec this out on the website to 24 gigs of RAM or 2 terabytes of storage, and there's even an option to upgrade the Ethernet jack on the back to a 10 gig version if that's something you want. And before I go set up the M2 Mac Mini, I do want to address some of the previous concerns with the old M1 Mac Mini because there were 2 main issues that a lot of people were complaining about. So first is the Bluetooth connectivity issue, in which the M1 Mac Mini would really struggle to maintain a stable connection with peripherals, such as keyboard or mouse, which would be really annoying. So I don't know how well they've actually fixed that with firmware updates for the M1 Mac Mini, but I definitely will be testing that out with the M2 Mac Mini to make sure there's no like weird connection or glitch issues with that. And then the second one is also this display connectivity issue where like the display would just randomly disconnect or it would have a really hard time waking up. So that's something I'm definitely going to be looking out for with the M2 Mac Mini too, because like if you can't wake up a display, you can't really use the computer. So that's something important to test out as well. And lastly, there's been this ongoing controversy where like people are saying Apple is significantly reducing the SSD speeds on the lower spec storage options, like such as the 256 gig variant, because they're only using like 1 NAND drive or something. But honestly, I don't think that's too big of an issue because these like M2 MacBook Air or like M2 Mac Mini devices aren't really targeted towards professionals, so you're not gonna really notice that decrease in speed, especially if you're not transferring like hundreds of gigabytes of like video footage, or if you're not doing like really heavy workloads in which like the Mac would need to use the SSD as extra swap memory. So you'll definitely be fine with the speed that the SSD provides in these lower spec models, because there's still like, what, 1500 megabits read and write, which is still pretty fast for an SSD compared to a couple of years ago. So you'll definitely be fine, and you shouldn't worry about that, because if you are like a creator and you are going to upgrade the Mac Mini, most likely you'll be using the higher storage option, so that speed reduction wouldn't really apply to you. But anyways, enough talk. Let's actually go set this up, because I'm super excited to use it for the next few weeks. All right, let's set this up. And excuse my messy desk, but I think this can go right over there once I clean it up. All right, we first gotta plug the power cable in. It's a tight fit, but there we go. And now we have to plug in our USB dock over here. It's a tight fit. Come on, go in. There we go. Well, I'll fix that later. And then this one is the cable to my ultrawide monitor over here. And yes, I know my wires are a mess here, but we gotta plug this into the wall. Boom. There we go. And now, the moment of truth. Boom. Oh, there's speakers in there? I did not even notice that. Look at that. Hello, hello. Cool, cool, cool. All right, because we can't connect to any of our Bluetooth peripherals yet, I'm definitely going to need a wired mouse for this setup, so make sure you have one. There we go, and does this work? Hello? There we go, it works. I'm also gonna open my personal MacBook Air up, because I wonder if there's any like, fast like setup feature if you already have another Mac, so we can test that out as well. But first, of course, we have to update the software. Also, this will be a good chance for me to test out macOS Ventura, because I heard there's a lot of bugs with macOS Ventura, which is why I didn't want to risk upgrading my own MacBook to the latest version, especially since I rely on this laptop for my YouTube business as well as school, so I did not want to encounter any bugs. So it'll definitely be a good chance to see how stable Ventura is before I decide to switch over with my MacBook. Hey bro, are you kidding me? 25 minutes? Yo, it's back, let's go. There we go. So there's something called a migration assistant, but I don't really want to transfer all my files though. Let's see what shows up here, because I've never done this before. On second thought, never mind. It's been like 5 minutes and it still says it's looking for other sources. So I'm just gonna skip this step and, set this up myself manually. And there we go, a fully set up Mac Mini. That was a little less exciting than I expected, actually. But hey, everything went smoothly. My display was able to be connected to my Mac Mini without any issues, so that's a good sign. And I guess that's it for the setup of my Mac Mini, which, by the way, I have the base model, so it has 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. And yeah, I just decided to make this fun little, vlog unboxing and setup with the Mac Mini, because I didn't want to just post a review of it. But anyways, drop any questions you guys have about this base model Mac Mini down in the comments below, and I'll try to answer some of them for my full review. But anyways, this Mac Mini has huge potential, especially at its price of $499. So I'm super duper excited to use this for the next few weeks as my main computer, basically. And I guess that's it for the video. If you like this, definitely be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more awesome content, and also go check out my other content on the channel as well. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.